So, if you guys play Call of Duty, you'll know that there is a real struggle when it comes to getting the new weapons that came out for Black Ops 3. And those weapons including the Iron Gym, the HG40, the MX Garand, the I don't know what, the brass knuckles, the butterfly knife. You get the point. So it's Activision thinks that there's this great, like, immortal idea when it comes to earning a lot of money, and that way is putting, whenever something new comes out, and this is what's been going on in the past few months now, whenever something new came out, it's been nothing but supply drops. And at one point when the first game first came out, the supply drops were really pointless. There wasn't really anything that you needed to unlock from supply drops. So I was at a point where I didn't spend any of my crypto keys, like, at all, because there was no point in doing it, like, whatsoever. And I had up to like 565, around the 550 range of crypto keys, and that's a lot. And I believe I spent all my crypto keys for no reason, because at the time there wasn't any kind of like new weapons like that have came out yet. So I had no idea that this was gonna happen. And then I see a video from T Martin saying that there was gonna be new weapons coming out, and I was like, oh, that's cool, you know, I might buy that. But it comes to find out that they put the MX Garand, and I don't remember what other weapons that came out. I think it was like I don't remember what the other one was, but anyway, they put it in supply drops. And at first I didn't think that it was going to be that bad, because usually when it comes to supply drop luck, it wasn't that bad, because when you guys remember Advanced Warfare, your luck really wasn't that bad. Like, you had a really good chance of getting something, but you didn't have a great chance, if you guys know what I mean. Like, getting something in Advanced Warfare wasn't that hard, but for some reason the weapons in this game are so hard to unlock anymore, and I don't understand why they won't just let us purchase the guns themselves. It would be so much easier if they just made the weapons like $5.99, or hell, even $6.99, whatever the price may be. It would just be a lot more easier if they made those guns, all the new weapons, no matter what, if they made those microtransactions. And I honestly, in my opinion, I do believe that there would be a hell of a lot more people paying more money towards buying the weapons than COD points, because it's almost like gambling. Like, you're putting money to a game as a microtransaction, and it's not even guaranteeing that you're going to unlock anything good. You're just buying you're literally like spending money on the game, like, pretty much all over again, because you're like buying all these microtransactions and all these COD points, and it's almost to a point where everybody's tired of the bullshit. And the only step that they've taken into actually making things better was the fact that they increased the rate of earning crypto keys. We had a double crypto key weekend. You guys remember that? And we also had, I think that was about it. Oh, they said that they were gonna make, a supply drop that had a guaranteed one weapon, but they haven't made it yet. You guys remember that? That was announced. That hasn't happened yet. So I'm going to run some statistics by you real quick. Thanks to like Drifter and Reddit. So your chances of getting a rare supply drop, like if you're gonna, let's say you buy multiple rare supply drops, like it's not just one, it's like multiple rare supply drops. Your chances of getting anything, like your chances of getting a common supply drop, anything common, would be 32%. Rare being 37%, which makes sense because it's guaranteed one rare item in that rare supply drop. So 37%, legendary being 20%, and epic being 11%. And that's the epic is kind of big as a percent itself. I didn't think it was going to be that high, but then again, it's still not all that great. And the variants of the supply drop, the rare supply drops themselves, your camos, you get a 31% chance of getting a camo. You have a 25% chance of getting like anything else, which is like, you know, reptiles, other stuff like that. So that's a 25% chance of getting other stuff. Gestures, 23%. Any kind of clothing, 19%. Weapon, 0.8%, which is rounded to 1%. And emblems, which I totally forgot about emblems, because, I mean, you hardly ever unlock those anymore anyways. It's like trying to get a new gun that it's just hard to unlock emblems. Emblems, 0.8%, being rounded to 1%, because it's just easier. So, by this point, you guys get the point. You get the gist of what I'm trying to say. The supply drop system in this game is bullshit. It's hard to unlock anything. And honestly, it would just be a hell of a lot better if they just let us buy these guns. Because if they're just going to sit here and keep playing this game on, oh, you got to either earn crypto keys or you got to either spend COD points, then we're not going to get very far. Because I do have this feeling that before Infinity Ward's Call of Duty comes out, that they're actually going to like eventually like make things better and actually make it to a point where you can actually physically get the guns like they did in COD Ghost. You guys remember in Call of Duty Ghost, you were able to actually buy the Maverick and the Ripper. They put that up as a microtransaction. And as you can see, I picked up the HG40, and I was even lucky enough just to have that in my hands for like 2 seconds, even though I died anyway. But the HG40, it's hard to get, and I feel like I've seen more people in lobbies with the HG40 than I have seen more people in lobbies with the MX Garand. I probably picked up the MX Garand once, and I picked up the HG40 at least several times. And it's hard getting the MX Garand. I know a couple people who have HG40, but you don't see anybody who hardly has the MX Garand because your chances of getting anything like that anymore is hard. Your odds of getting any kind of new weapon is 1%. If you were to buy, you guys know how you can buy COD points for $1.99, which is like 200 COD points. If you were to buy $1.99 COD points, that would equal average about $81 per new weapon. And then again, it varies, so it's hard to tell whether that'd be true or not. I mean, unless you're like super lucky. But if you were to buy 200 COD points, you'd probably have to spend at least $81 for a new weapon. But if you were to buy COD points and crypto keys, because, you know, guys, if you were to buy, like, let's say if I was to buy like $50 worth of COD points, I could spend all of that and get crypto keys back, because you earn crypto keys back as you spend your COD points. So if you were to buy COD points and crypto keys. Overall, your average of that would be $50. And then again, it varies because that's average. But if you're super lucky enough to get it, then congratulations. You're pretty damn lucky. But if it was to be like that, you're looking at least $50 for a new weapon. And that's buying more than a lot more COD points than just 200. And another thing, after supply drop after supply drop after supply drop that I have opened, I spent $10 in COD points. I think on average I spent at least 20 rare supply drops worth of trying to open and get the weapons. And so far, the only guns that I've earned is the RSA, the new sniper that just come out, which that's good and everything, but I'm not really that good of a sniper. So it kind of doesn't really matter that much for me. But anyway, I got the RSA and the Iron Gem. And that's all I've gotten. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You guys get my point. The supply drop system in this game really sucks. And it needs to change really bad and really quick. So, I mean, if you guys totally agree with me, please don't forget to drop a like down below if you really enjoyed this video, because you know as much as I do, the supply drop system is shit and it needs to change. So, if you like I said, if you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to drop a like down below, as it's very much appreciated. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Spotter kill.
They were no match for us. Mission successful.
Contract completed. Prompt payment is advised. I am become death, the destroyer of scrubs.